Welcome back to the Crypto Report, everybody. I am Crypto Kip, and today I'm bringing you guys another video on Cronos, Crypto.com. We have had a heck of a week. We have been watching the news every moment to see what they're gonna do next here. So just as an update for you guys, my last video and short actually had a couple updates for you. The first video actually showed you guys that they struck away all the APY on the card staking benefits for the Crypto.com card holders. If you had the Rose Gold card, if you had the Obsidian card, it didn't matter. If you're a private member, if you were a Ruby or Indigo or Jade Green holder, they struck away all your APY and they cut your card cash back by a couple percentage points. Yesterday, I followed up here with a short and I told you guys that they walked it back, and they walked it back and they gave us back some of the APY, but they still kept the card slashing in place. Now, a lot of folks are really concerned about it, and a lot of people are wondering what's going to happen with Crypto.com. Is Crypto.com dead? What are all the people with the cards going to do? Are they going to pull away all the money they have staked in the cards? And if they do, what is that going to mean for the life of the project? In today's video, I've been thinking about it a lot. I'm going to break it down for you guys exactly the way that I've been going through this in my mind based on some of the research that I've been doing, and I'm going to show you guys that in this video, so stick around till the end. If you like our content, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. It certainly helps out, guys, and I appreciate every single time that you guys tune in. I'm going to jump into the markets for y'all, and we're going to take a look at crypto here. So let's just take a peek at CoinMarketCap. And we're back, we're at 1.7 still here. But what I want to show you guys is, nothing really changed, but Crypto.com came back up. We went down to about 26, 27 cents the other day. And we retraced a little bit up to about the 30-cent level. Now, we're still really down 24% over the last 7 days, 25% over the last 7 days. But what comes next, and why did it rebound? Well, if you take a look at, over at Crypto.com, and you take a peek here at the chart, you'll see what I'm talking about. You'll see boom, boom, so we'll spike back up a little bit here. Now, there could be some more downsides, so buyers beware, hodlers beware. If you're borrowing against your CRO in any kind of DeFi play, you might want to make sure you're adjusting your risk and acting accordingly. If you're a leverage trader, take profits, especially if you're a shorter. You're in the green right now, take some profit. But I want to show you guys, so why did it rebound? Let's look at Twitter. And again, I did a short about this and just wanted to give a quick update, but I wanted to follow it up with this video. But yesterday, Chris Larson went on and he posted a tweet. Chris Larson, excuse me. We're talking about Chris Marszalek here with Crypto.com. And what he said was, the community has been really vocal with regards to the changes to the card program announced yesterday. We care deeply about the community. We hear you and always listen to you. As a result, we are revising the card staking rates. So first they took all away your APY, and now they walked it back. And here's the details. Instead of eliminating the card earned rates completely, we'll offer a more balanced approach. They'll give 8% APY for the private members and the Obsidian and the Icy White and the Frosted Rose Gold, and 4% APY for the Royal Indigo and Jade Green card holders. Now, he says that these are tough decisions and nobody wants the benefit to be reduced, least of all me. Given our large scale, though, it's necessary to ensure long-term stability. I'm going to read this whole thing. Amidst the changes, let's not lose sight of how far we've come. Crypto.com is now one of the largest platforms globally. The Cronos ecosystem is growing exponentially. TVL, total value locked up, transactions, unique wallets, and number of projects are all growing by leaps and bounds. A lot of innovation is coming to Cronos, including attractive yields for the community. Want to see what those are? Crypto.com will make it all easily accessible. Thank you for your continued support and feedback. So what happened here, guys, is they came in and they made some changes. The community hated the changes, and Chris walked it back. Crypto.com walked it back. Now, what I want to point out is I've been in Crypto.com since 2019. I've been in Crypto.com got in right before they did a change. It used to be MCO Monaco, which was a sort of card type of company, and they turned it in. They bought the naming rights to Crypto.com, the website, the domain, and then they created the exchange, and then they actually transitioned the MCO token over to the CRO token, and they did like a forced switch. So any of the and this was in 2019. So what happened was these people that held these Monaco MCO tokens, which was like the original staking coin for these cards, felt betrayed. And he came back and he like walked it back a little bit, and he kind of met them halfway. Now people were still upset because it still hurt them, but it didn't completely crush them as the original decision did. And that's very similar to what's happened here. He took away all our staking, they took away all our staking benefits for our if you deposited a card and staked for the card, and now they walked it back. And instead of giving, I had 12% APY, now I got 8%. So at least I don't have 0, but I've only got 8 now. Some people look at this and they go, "That's awesome! Oh, they listen to the community." Some people go, "Oh, here they go again, walking it back." Well, you guys are all true. And I think what the point of this is Crypto.com is more than just a card company. And if you came to Crypto.com for the card, well, then you did a great job and you got ahead of the pack and you took advantage of the benefits while they were there. But I think deep down, and I knew this deep down, this wouldn't last forever. Now, in a dream world, it would, but nothing good lasts forever. If something's too good to be true, it probably is. And not that this was illegitimate or that they couldn't do that 12% when they were doing it, but now I think they're getting to a point where this is something that is not, as you can see, sustainable. Given the large scale, it's not sustainable. And that's understandable, and a lot of us should have seen that coming, guys, myself included. And, sometimes you see something so good and you get blinded by the light, but we got to keep our heads screwed on straight, guys. And now we got to think about, well, what does this mean for me, and what does this mean what does this mean for you, us, and what does this mean for, all the folks that have the Crypto.com card? Well, I've got a rose gold card, and I am thinking a lot about this. My term comes to an end in 30 days now. And I'm thinking, do I want to take what I have left of my CRO that I have locked up and leave it in that card for those benefits? Are the card benefits worth it? Well, let's go to Reddit for this one, guys. So a lot of folks are kind of asking the same questions. And there's a lot of people. I'm just going to go into here, and I didn't even look at this thread specifically. But as you start to look through this, okay, boom. A lot of people are saying that it's not worth it. The dump is currently for accounts with unstaked CRO. So now they're talking about DeFi. DeFi, there's a 28 unbonding period. So if you go to the Crypto.com DeFi app, you can currently earn over 12% interest on your CRO, which is actually better than, well, at least the 8% now that they're offering. And it is better actually than the 12% that they were offering before. So if you're using the card because you were spending and you wanted the 5% cash back or the 3% cash back, and now those rates are cut, well, a lot of people are thinking, well, is the card worth it anymore? Honestly, I don't know if the card is super worth it anymore. Well, maybe if you have the Indigo or the Jade Green, but and the Ruby, because those are such low stakes. But when you're talking about a royal, when you're talking about the Rose Gold card or the Obsidian or the Icy White, those are large pieces of CRO that you got to have sitting into the coin, and you got to wonder if it's worth it. And a lot of people are saying, well, maybe not. And so what are the people going to do that think it's not worth it? What am I going to do if I choose to pull my stake out of the card? Well, I might downgrade to the Indigo and Jade Green. I'm going to see kind of what happens over the next couple of days with the price, and I might just sit tight on it because I might just hang on to that and keep those card benefits in case something else comes along in the future. But I think they're transitioning, guys. And what you'll see in this Reddit is they're talking about DeFi here. When you scroll down and you start looking at what some of these people are saying, you're going to find that folks are starting to talk about the DeFi. And they're going to start talking about how they're moving. And I was looking at this morning, how they're moving their funds over from their staking term over to the DeFi. So here you go. Due to community feedback, they gave us some staking rewards back. How about cash back uncapped? These will be on par with other offers out there. So there's still benefits. The benefits, that's something to highlight too. The benefits are still on par with other offers. And so when you compare this card to other cards, it's still within the ballpark of, similar benefits, and actually got some unique benefits with the Spotify reimbursement and everything. But it's about adoption to gain users. If you want to grow at the rate that you are, then you got to keep the cash back at some levels uncapped. I don't know how much I agree with that, but I think they had to walk back their cash back a little bit to sustain long-term growth. When you really think about it, guys, and you put our selfish, thoughts aside, I want to make money. Do you want your project to stick around for long-term? The answer is yes. If you believe in crypto.com, and this person says here, then educate new users to the DeFi and get them to use the Cronos ecosystem, which is exactly the point here. So this is the biggest thing I'm going to highlight on this video. When you look, and I'm going to go over here, at DeFi, and you check out what's going on in the Cronos DeFi space, there's a lot happening. And I think that when they first came out, they were a card company to draw people in, and it's not so good that they're walking it back, but they were getting ahead of other projects by getting new users in there, and they were giving awesome benefits. If you were early enough, just like the California Gold Rush, to get in, then you reap the rewards of awesome benefits. But now you got regulation cracking down, and the Fed does not want these interest rates, and the SEC does not want these interest rates to be something that they can continue to offer. And frankly, I don't know if Crypto.com could afford these types of cashback rewards and APYs into the future if we want long-term sustainability. So where are they pivoting to? The answer is DeFi, guys. They're moving over to DeFi, and I'm going to prove it for you on this video. I've talked a little bit about it, but this is DeFi Llama, and these are the top DeFi protocols in cryptocurrency. Of course, you start with Ethereum. Surprisingly enough, Terra Luna has the second most total value locked up, followed by the Binance Smart Chain, Avalanche, Phantom, Solana, Tron, Polygon, Cronos. Okay, so you see what I'm saying here? Now, what's crazy is I'm not seeing FTX in here. Okay, FTX is an exchange. Maybe you follow the belief of the exchange token plays. Well, I see Binance and I see Cronos, which is crypto.com. Those are two exchanges that also have DeFi projects. Those are two unique plays in this DeFi space. And Cronos is still in the top 10. Now, what my hypothesis is, and one of the key parts of this video, I believe that the card benefits are no longer worth it for the Rose Gold and Obsidian holders. Now, if you want to hold it, more power to you. That's fine. I think, I might end up doing that because I've already got so much locked up in the Cronos DeFi ecosystem. We'll see what happens. But what I think is going to happen, and what I'm seeing a lot of people chirping about in the Reddit community, is that they're removing their card benefits and they are getting rid of their stake as soon as it comes unlocked, and they're moving into the DeFi app. And now there's a transition from the centralized exchange of crypto.com to Cronos. And when you click into Cronos, you can see some of the projects that they have. I've talked about VVS Finance before, Finance, Tectonic. I've talked about, I actually was using Tectonic quite a bit, and I recently pulled some risk off the table that I had. My CRO was locked up in Tectonic because the markets are volatile right now. I'm not saying we're going down. I'm not saying we're going up. I just didn't want to have risk out there. I would rather just be a regular old hodler right now than borrow against my CRO. So I removed some of that off the table, and I still kept it in the market, but I took it out of borrowing against my CRO because that's just a little too risky for my flavor right now. But you can see some of these projects, and they've got a $2.89 billion TVL. There's total value locked up in this space is $2.89 billion. Let's compare that to the Binance Smart Chain, which has $12 billion. So roughly, guys, a 6x to catch up to the DeFi space for Binance Smart Chain. My thought is that there's a chance with these card benefits that you could start to see Cronos climb up and pass Polygon, Tron, and start to make its way towards a Solana, potentially. I think it's a huge DeFi ecosystem. These Cronos hodlers are very, very involved in the crypto community. They're very dedicated to the project. They're very upset right now, and they're searching for other options, and they're doing their research just like you're doing by watching this video. And they're seeing, where else can I earn these rates that I'm now missing by losing on this APY? And the answer is DeFi, and you'll see that time and time again in the crypto.com Reddit. And when you start to think about that, you're going to get movement, and there's going to be funds. So let's put it this way. The funds that people are staking in the crypto.com app for the cards is the ERC20 token, I believe, of crypto.com, which is the Ethereum-based token for the crypto.com token. What the crypto.com team has wanted for a while now, and this move helps them out, and I think this is part of the reason they're doing it, along with regulation that's kind of pushing them away from these interest rates. But I think the goal here is those staking cards that are staked with the ERC20 crypto.com token, Cronos token, they want those funds to get moved over to the DeFi ecosystem. And the best way for them to do that is to de-incentivize people from using those cards now and finding another way to use their Cronos tokens to earn interest. And on the DeFi ecosystem right now, like I said, you can earn 12.2, 12.3% APY on your CRO tokens. That's just if you stake CRO. Not even stake it. That's just if you lock it up in the DeFi earn term, which has a 28-day unbonding period versus the 180-day lockup period in the centralized app. Also, if you want to take a deeper dive into crypto.com and the Cronos DeFi space, VVS Finance, MMF Finance, you can find 50% plus yields in these DeFi projects. There's a lot of opportunities. That's where you get to see Chris Marsliak talking about higher interest rates. He is alluding to the DeFi. Now, I'm surprised he didn't come out and highlight that, but I think he doesn't want to make it obvious that he's trying to push people towards the DeFi because frankly, it doesn't taste good. Yes, I'm upset still, but I do believe in crypto.com for the long term. They have a 20-year naming right deal for the Staples Center. They paid $700 million for that deal. They've spent almost $1 billion in marketing in 2021, and it's only a $7 billion market cap. They're going to continue to grow. They're going to be along for the long haul, but we got to figure out what's the future of this project and what's the biggest thing that is going to come here next with crypto.com. And the answer is DeFi, guys, and you're going to see that consistently. DeFi is the future of crypto. It's one way to protect yourself from the regulation that's inevitable to some of these centralized exchanges like Binance, like crypto.com. But if you get to DeFi now, you're decentralized, guys, and that's the whole point of crypto after all, isn't it? So we're trying to move in the right direction, guys. I'm making a prediction. I believe that Cronos is going to pass the TVL in Polygon in the next 6 months. Let me know what you guys think in the chat box down below. That is all that I got for you here in this video. I wanted to keep it simple for you guys. I'm not going to make any other price predictions for crypto.com. I'm just a hodler. I'm going to keep hodling, and I'm going to get strategic with where I'm hodling it based on the regulation and the changes to come that'll impact some of these exchanges of ours. Keep an eye out on DeFi, guys. If you're not looking at DeFi, then you're not looking at the big picture, all right? It's been a tough week, but hold strong, everybody, and thank you so much. Smash your like button, subscribe to the channel if you're interested in this type of content. I am Crypto Kip, and this is the Crypto Report. Thank you guys so much for watching, and remember, guys, you got a DCA, hodl, and then we'll see you in the next one. Thanks, everybody.